Hey, what is up, everybody? Brian Garrett here with Loan Depot in Bend, Oregon. And man, what another wonderful week in the mortgage world. It's Friday. We're ending on a really good note. And right now, I'm driving down to pick up a grocery order from Fred Meyer. So apparently that's going to be a thing now with my videos, is me hanging out at Fred Meyer. But anyway, I had a question come up yesterday, and I was having a hard time kind of explaining it to somebody, and then it just hit me. I had an epiphany while I was driving to Freddy's, and I thought, oh my gosh, let's talk about that. So here's what happened. I had a realtor, or realtor, depending on your pronunciation, call me about a pre-approval letter that I had sent in for an offer, and she calls and she said, hey, I've been doing this a long time and I've never seen this loan product. Could you tell me a little bit about it? And I said, sure. And it was the Oregon Bond Program. So she'd never heard of it. And, you know, that tells me a couple things: that the lender she's working with doesn't have it, and that she never knew to ask, right? So there's a teachable moment for you folks out there. Ask about the bond program. Okay. So, yeah, because on the pre-approval letter, it said interest rate 2.5%. And she was just like, what? I know, right? What? So here I was thinking, man, this is a great teachable moment. I have so many facts about the bond program. I know all these great details and little minutia that I could just dump on her. And here's where I gave pause, because knowing realtors like I do, so, you know, I used to be one, for those of you that didn't know. I was not awesome at them, but I do know that it is very hard to get a real estate agent to focus on one thing at a time, right? So I knew in the back of my mind, when that agent was talking to me, she was also very likely doing 2 or 3 other things, right? She's reading through a contract, she's typing up an addendum, you know, she's doing some CE credits in the background. So very busy people. And so for me, for those of you that know me, I love to talk, which is evidenced by this video. I love talking, and I will talk her ear off. So here I was in kind of this situation where I had all the information, she wanted the information, but there was no way she was going to stay with me long enough to get that information. So how do you explain the Oregon Bond Program to somebody in under 20 seconds, right? And here's the beautiful thing. I had this grocery shopping epiphany that I should have used, but I didn't yesterday. So instead I fumbled along. But essentially, just like with groceries, it's like a coupon. Oh my gosh, how hard was that, Brian? It's like a coupon. So here's what the bond program does. Let's say you have a borrower that wants to use the bond. They're trying to purchase a home, okay? First-time home buyer, that's number one, gotta be a first-time home buyer. But then they have to be able to qualify for a different loan program. So like FHA or USDA or VA. Conventional's not back yet, but it will be eventually. And so let's say the borrower qualifies for those underlying guidelines. So as long as they qualify for that, now we can play ball. So the bond is like a coupon in the sense that it attaches to what you're already doing. So it kind of lays on top of that program. So let's say your FHA program, your client qualifies for it, and then the interest rate, let's say they don't have awesome credit. Let's say their interest rate is high 3s, low 4s, right? Well, the bond program, there's 2 types. There's the cash advantage and the rate advantage. Let's say they want to use the rate advantage. The rate advantage right now is going to give them a 2.5% interest rate. They don't purchase points for that. Okay, that's the coupon part. So their interest rate is now at a 2.5. All right, so there are some other guidelines within the program that you got to know about. We're not going to get into the weeds on this, but that's essentially what it does. It lays on top. So as long as you qualify for that underlying program, you get to use the coupon, right? So it's kind of like you're at the grocery store, you buy a gallon of milk and you get, you know, that second gallon is half off or something similar, right? So you're qualifying for the underlying program, and then you get the coupon for the lower rate on top of that. It's amazing, right? Everybody loves coupons except my wife, but everybody else loves coupons. So that's the simple explanation of how this whole bond thing works out, right? It's the coupon. And there's really not a bunch of restrictions from the bond program itself on top of the underlying guidelines. So they do have an income cap. So it's really geared for first-time home buyers, moderate to low income, that sort of thing. So income cap, depending on where you're purchasing. And then it has, there's a limit to the price of home you can purchase. And so, you know, you can't be looking in the $400,000, $500,000 range and use this product. So, once again, first-time home buyer, right? That's what we're shooting for there. And so those are just a few of the items that you want to check off as you're going through this. But as long as you qualify for that underlying program, you should be good to go. So yeah. So yesterday I explained it in a much clunkier way. Wasn't as concise. She still got the information, but she probably got more than she actually wanted. She probably listened to me longer than she really had time to dedicate to. Because really, on the real estate side, on the realtor's perspective, she just wanted to know, like, is this a real thing, right? She'd never dealt with one. She'd never worked with one. She didn't know if her client was going to have to shell out money for this. And so for her, I could have just said, hey, it's a coupon. Your person has nothing to do with it. Don't worry. You're good to go, right? That would have been quick and easy, beautiful, nice little ribbon bow packaged up. And so going forward, that's what I'm going to start with. It's like a coupon. It's going to save them some money. It's going to get them an amazing rate, 2.5%. Hey-o! That's what happens when you're driving and doing a video, is sometimes you drop your phone. Okay. Everybody's okay. I didn't crash. I am going to get off now, though, because my sticky thing fell off. So, you guys have a wonderful day. Brian Garrett, Loan Depot, Bend, Oregon. And if you got bond questions, give me a call. All right? 541-914-2567. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.